Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your soul contracts reading. So, this reading is for those of you out there in Taurus Nation who are inquiring about somebody that you likely have little to no contact with, and you're just trying to figure out what the fuck is the purpose of this connection? What is my soul contract with this person? So, we're going to cover numerous amounts of questions in this reading. I have a whole detailed spread that I've made. I will put all of the questions that I'm going to cover in the box below if you're interested in reading over that. But basically, we're just going to take a look at, most importantly, what's the purpose of the connection? What's the purpose of the soul contract? What kind of healing and lessons were meant to be learned through this contract that you have with this specific person. And ultimately, we're going to try to figure out if this contract is complete. So do you have any future lessons to be learned with this person, or has this connection sort of played out exactly as it was supposed to, and it's time to kind of move forward and move on? So those are the types of things we're going to be looking at today. If I haven't said it already, this is going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are welcome as well. And Taurus, if you find that this really resonates with you and you would like a personalized version of this same exact spread, that is something I offer. All the details on how to get hooked up with one of those will be in the box below. So we will go ahead and get started. So what we are going to take a look at first before we get into the nitty gritty, we're going to take a look, Taurus, at the kind of past energy. So what went down between you and this person? That way you can kind of gauge pretty quickly if this is going to be your story or not. So let's see what we can find out about the past energy. So tell me a little bit more about this connection between Taurus and their person, past energy. Wow, so we've got the Prince of Discs, which this is super, Taurus-esque type of energy. This is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a very consistent, solid, reliable, reasonable, all the things, right? Very earthy, very grounded energy. So I'm getting the sense, Taurus, that you and this person in the past actually had a connection that was very stable, very predictable isn't really the right word, I guess. But, somewhere in that realm of predictable, it was something that you could count on. It was reliable. It was consistent. It was safe. That's another word that's coming to mind. So tell me more about this connection in the past between Taurus and this person. Wow, so we've got the Ace of Cups and we've got the Nine of Pentacles. This is very interesting. Okay, so Taurus, I feel like, and this isn't going to be for everybody. What's really interesting, we've got the Princess of Discs, which is the Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is such a specific message that's coming through, but I'm just going to roll with it. I feel like you and this person ended the connection because what needed to happen was each of you, or maybe one of you specifically, needed to go your own way and needed to focus on yourself. One of you or both of you, again, take it as it resonates, needed to step away from the connection and focus on loving yourself and on building your individual sort of base before you could really engage in a partnership with anybody, okay? With this Nine of Pentacles, this Ace of Cups. I feel like there were feelings that one of you had that you weren't good enough. Somebody in this connection didn't feel like they were up to snuff. And look at that, right underneath of that Page of Pentacles, look what we've got. Oh, you cannot make this shit up. This is so on the money with what I'm feeling intuitively. We have the Eight of Cups, and then right underneath of that, we have got the Ace of Pentacles. Exactly. So I don't necessarily get the sense that it had anything to do with the other person. So if you're the one that left, Taurus, you may have walked away because you needed to focus on yourself, or this person you're inquiring about perhaps needed to walk away so they could focus on themselves. I don't feel like it had anything to do with the other person, or furthermore, anything to do with the connection or the quality of the connection. This is like one of those instances, as cliche as it sounds, like you can only love yourself or love someone else as much as you love yourself. In this instance, there was a ceiling. There were limits to how far this connection could ever really get, how high it could go, how high it could grow, how serious it could really progress until one of you or both of you really got your feet underneath of you. There were things that needed to be done individually before this could be a successful partnership. So take that as it resonates, Taurus. That is the vibe I'm picking up. Let me know in the comments if this is your story. So let's see what else we can find out real quick here before we dive into the meat and potatoes of this. See what else we can find out about the past energy. Yeah, we have this beautiful card that says healing, and I love that. And in this deck, it's really portraying healing in, like, not as a problem, but, you know, in a positive light. And that's kind of the feeling I was sensing earlier. I don't necessarily feel like this connection ended on bad terms, or there was a lot of like animosity or anything like that. I feel like there was almost a peacefulness and a calmness to it. And let's be clear, like, it doesn't mean that you both weren't hurting or both weren't upset and sad having to go set your separate ways, but there was at least like, there was a level of consciousness and understanding that this, you know, this needed to happen, and that it was for the highest and greatest good of each of you individually, as well as the highest and greatest good of the connection. Like, there was an understanding that if this didn't happen, this step didn't occur, that this connection was never going to have a real shot. So let's get one more card about the past energy. Wow. So this is a whole different vibe, interestingly enough, which is this energy of revenge. Let me know if that resonates with you. I feel like that's going to be specific for some of you, but you know, there's definitely a chance that some of you out there are dealing with someone who has been, what is that term? The revenge bod. You know, I don't know why that's coming to my mind, but yeah, there could be a group of you, some of you out there who have felt slighted by the fact that this person walked away from you, and the roles could be reversed here, but there could be an underlying kind of competitive energy that is sort of that revenge bod type of energy, where it's like, oh, cool, you're gonna walk away from me, great. Well, watch what I'm gonna become now. I'm gonna be the hottest, whatever, most successful, richest, happiest motherfucker you've ever seen, and you're gonna wish that you would never said goodbye to me, that sort of thing. Take it as it resonates. That could also just be an energy of a past relationship that you've been in. It's there for a reason. So again, take it as it resonates to further confirm this is your reading. So let's go ahead and dive into the meat and potatoes of this reading, which is all about the purpose. What is the real, true purpose of this soul contract that you share with this person? So let's find out, Taurus. So what is the purpose? What is the real, truest, highest purpose of this soul contract that Taurus shares with this person? What is the purpose? What is the purpose of this soul contract? Oh my goodness. Give me one more overall card, please. Oh dear. So bottom of the deck, we've got the Five of Wands, which is, again, is sort of like a competitive sort of vibe, which perhaps you and this person, Taurus, are almost like a power couple, that kind of energy, where it's like you really push one another to be better, to be stronger, to go harder. Right underneath of that is look at this, the Four of Wands and the Empress. So I don't hate it. I do feel like you and this individual make one another better. And you may do so by pushing one another in kind of a competitive way. But at any rate, there is so much love here that's present. And back to what I was feeling earlier and mentioned about, like, there's like a peacefulness to this. I mean, the very first card that popped out here for the purpose of this soul contract is the Ten of Cups. Like, this is a beautiful energy, and this tells me that there is potential here. There's potential for you and this person to have a very fulfilling partnership together. So we'll see what comes out later regarding sort of future energies and surrounding, like, is this contract complete, answering that question. But I definitely so far am getting the sense that there is a very romantic, fantastical, but at the same time grounded purpose to this connection. You and this person are meant to help one another see things from a higher perspective. We've got the Hanged Man, okay? So I definitely get the sense that part of this soul contract likely includes moments of separation, moments where both of you can sort of retreat and pull back and assess your own situation and your situation as partners, and see things from a higher perspective. We've got the Knight of Cups. This is, to me, this is a very romantic, playful, loving, exciting, youthful vibe. Part of this soul contract involves fun and just like enjoying it. And again, I don't know what other word to use besides like romantic, but that keeps coming to my mind. Like, I definitely feel that romance is, believe it or not, a really big part of this soul contract. Having, sort of I even want to say tradition, maybe more traditional type of experience with this person when it comes to your relationship. And with this Four of Pentacles energy, this is a huge element of this soul contract, Taurus. I feel like you and this person are meant to help one another let go of things that you're clinging on to that are no longer serving you. So maybe old thought patterns and behavioral patterns and belief systems and just shit that's outdated and is no longer serving you. And that's a huge, a huge part, goes right hand in hand with that Hanged Man energy. It's helping one another, pushing one another to think bigger, to have a more enlightened, more updated perspective that is more of a reflection of the experiences you've had in this lifetime, instead of just being a reflection of what you've been pre-programmed to believe or to think, or is ingrained within you based on, your past life experiences, or, if you don't subscribe to that, then even, your childhood wounds and issues and traumas. Take it as it resonates. This soul contract is meant to absolutely make you both better. Look better, feel better, and be better. Be better versions of yourself. And another word that keeps popping into my mind is stability. A huge part of this soul contract is coming into one another's lives and ultimately helping one another feel more stable, safe. But finding a way to achieve that while finding joy and having fun. There's so much fun and romance and excitement and such a youthful, upbeat, energetic vibe to this energy. Frankly, it's my favorite of these readings that I've done so far. I'm not going to lie, Taurus. I love the energy. It's, I can certainly see why you are watching this, why you're inquiring about this, because this connection does seem to have a lot of promise and a lot of potential. And there doesn't seem to be a lot of toxic energy attached to it. It definitely feels like it has a bit more of a positive vibe than other readings that I've seen. So let's keep going. So let's talk next about some of the themes surrounding healing and lessons that you and this person are meant to learn through this soul contract. So what sorts of lessons and healing? If I can pick the card up. What sorts of lessons and healing is Taurus meant to experience and learn through this soul contract? Wow, we've got pride. And what's so funny about this, Taurus, is that, that sort of revenge bod vibe I picked up on earlier, that more competitive, that Five of Wands sort of vibe. That's obviously a very egotistical type of thing. It's that kind of shit, which is, it's very prideful. It's derived from ego. So a huge part of what you and this person are meant to teach one another, what you're meant to learn through this connection, is how to get your own pride and ego in check. Figure out what's ego and what's your higher self and what's your ego. I definitely feel like there's moments within this connection that you both struggle with this, and perhaps this in one person triggers the same thing in the other. We've got take off your masks. So another lesson that's meant to be learned. In bottom of the deck here, we've just got straight up love, which is just beautiful, Taurus. But yeah, you and this person are meant to teach one another how to be real and authentic. Take off your masks. Just be your fucking self. shed the old stories, shed the bullshit. Any masks, any facade that you're living behind, which is probably coming from, a place of ego. You're meant to help one another take off those masks. Push one another to be the best versions of yourself while being authentic. Realizing that the best versions of yourself are the authentic versions of yourself, right? So let's pull some tarot around this question as well. So tell me more about the lessons, themes and lessons surrounding healing that are meant to occur, meant to take place through this soul contract for Taurus. We've got the Queen of Swords. Wow, and look at this. We've got the Four of Wands again. It's just balance. And look, the Lovers, bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh. Some of you may be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, just throwing it out there, specifically Gemini. But I'm so super sensing that, back to that same theme, the stability, the safety, in finding balance. It's like you're both trying to find your way, like trying to balance how to be a spiritual being having a human experience, living in this world and being quote unquote successful and feeling safe and secure when it comes to like your financial shit and your, more earthy types of themes, while still honoring your higher self, figuring out that balance, helping one another learn that, learn how to strike that balance and still have fun while doing it, still doing it in a celebratory way that just honors the human experience in general. I love it. So let's next, Taurus, let's tap into this person's headspace and heart space. So where is this person at in their headspace? So at this current time that you're watching this, Taurus, what is this person thinking about this connection? Where are they at in their head? Let's tap into that next. So where is this person at in their headspace? What are they currently thinking about this connection with Taurus? Where are they at in their headspace? We've got Justice. We've got the Ten of Cups again. Oh, so beautiful. Give me one more, please. Wow, so I got more than that. So we're gonna take them. This is so interesting. On bottom of the deck, we've got the Three of Pentacles, which I think is super relevant, actually. I feel like you and this person make such a fucking good team. Like, there's such a collaborative vibe here. There's such a mutual understanding. I feel like you guys are kindred spirits. Like, you just get one another and you work so well together. And that being said, Taurus, I don't get the feeling that you guys are one and the same. Like, I feel like you're different. You have different strengths, or maybe like significantly different personalities even, preferences, whatever, kind of temperaments. But something about your dynamic is complementary and it's collaborative and it's absolutely beautiful. And this person you're dealing with, I feel like they're really struggling right now to just reconcile everything in the head. Like with Justice, I feel like this person wants to make things right. They want to bring balance to the connection. I feel like this person feels stuck right now, okay? Like we've got this Two of Swords energy. So like the spectrum of this, we've got, Justice, we've got the Ten of Cups, the Devil, Two of Swords, and the Tower, okay? So the person you're inquiring about here, they're super conscious and aware of the fact that this time apart, there's something divine about the time apart that you're spending right now. Because there is a devil that needs to be addressed. And getting back to the very beginning of the reading, I feel like there is work that needs to be done individually, and both of you fucking know it. Like, you both know you need to be focused on yourselves in some type of way, or maybe it's just them, maybe it's just you. Again, you're going to know your situation and your story. But it's becoming increasingly hard for this person to reconcile all of this, because they also just want to make this right. They want their 10 of Cups. There could be also like kind of an impatience here. This person may be growing impatient. They're ready for the 10 of Cups. They're just ready. They're ready to have that with you. And they could be feeling a little stuck right now and a little stagnant. Maybe, if you're the one kind of working on yourself right now, Taurus, they may just be feeling, impatience, or perhaps they're becoming impatient with themselves and in their sort of how slowly this kind of growth process is happening for them. They may have some sort of goal in mind, like they want to have their shit together, so to speak, in some type of way before they could even entertain getting back with you, trying to reconcile or give this another try. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, though, I think it's just so important to note that you are very much on this person's mind, and it is what's on their mind is a mix. It's a mix of the good and the bad and the ugly. And I feel like this person actually does have a really good head on their shoulders, and they're very aware of reality. What's actually going on here. This feels very grounded. It doesn't feel fantastical. Okay? So let's look at the heart space. So how are they feeling about Taurus? What's on their heart? How do they feel about Taurus at this current time? What is on their heart? Queen of Cups. I love that. Oh, we've got the 10 of Swords. Wow, we've got the Emperor. We've got the Page of Swords. Let's get one more. Got the 2 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, timing just seems to be a huge issue here. I feel like the person you're inquiring about, they really are trying to get their shit together. Like, their feelings for you, the emotions for you are so genuine, they're so real. The pain that they felt when this connection ended, came to a close, whatever happened between you, came to a halt, is very real, and it's something they're still feeling. And I furthermore, I want to note that I feel like there was a lot that was left unsaid. Like, even though I don't feel like there was, I feel like there was a mutual understanding as to why this connection needed to come to a close, at least for now. I still think there's a lot of words on this person's heart that have not been expressed with this Page of Swords energy. I do. I feel like this person may not always be the best at expressing themselves. But furthermore, this person I feel like they're just sort of, their energy feels really scattered right now. If I'm tying head and heart together, I do. I feel like your person that you're inquiring about, they just have a lot going on. They do. They want to take action. They want to get their shit together, but they're juggling a lot of different things. Their focus is like moving around to a bunch of different things. Let me get one or two cards out of this deck to see if we can get any more clarity as to kind of what their energy towards you is at this current time, Taurus. So tell me more. Wow. So yeah, look at this. We've got limit. And the words on this card say final straw, overload, and breaking point. Yeah. I feel like your person here is just overwhelmed. Like I mentioned, there is a lot going on here. They're juggling a lot of things. They may feel like they're at a breaking point. And frankly, this may be like, the truth may be that right now, they don't have the capacity to really back to why you guys separated to begin with, right? I don't know that this person has the capacity to be in an invested relationship right now. There's too many other things happening right now that this person needs to focus on. This person could have children. They could have a lot going on with their career, their finances, family shit, whatever the case may be. I feel like there are a lot of other things that are asking for this person's attention, though. And right now, that seems to be sort of the focus. So let me get one more card. Wow. So look at this. Bottom of the deck, we've got misunderstood. And wow, this is an interesting energy, but it says letting go, releasing, walking away, and moving on. You know, Taurus, I really cannot wait to pull the next question, which is this soul contract complete? Because I do not get the sense that it is, but I definitely have gotten the sense this entire reading that the previous chapter or chapters for some of you definitely are, need to be complete. There is time apart that is definitely indicated here that is very necessary. I think I even referred to it earlier as divine, like that hanged man energy. And that is very much a part of this soul contract, are going to be these moments of needing to let go and to walk away and to move on. And being able, both of you being able to find peace in and really reaching deep and learning the true meaning of unconditional love for one another. Like learning that you don't have to be up each other's asses. And just because you're not together right this moment does not mean you do not love one another unconditionally. Nor does it mean that there's never going to be a point in time in which you can have that kind of 10 of Cups traditional sort of vibe with one another. But understanding that right now in this phase of each of your lives, that's not in the cards. Other things need to occur first, and making peace with that. Making peace with that it may never happen, right? But learning all the lessons that you can from one another and just loving the fuck out of one another. And just having so much gratitude and appreciation. And I'm just like, I'm feeling it right now. I'm feeling all of that. It's a lot. And that can be a lot. That can be a lot to swallow and a lot to conceptualize, because it is so, it is progressive, and it's not what is the norm in this day and age, right? Like in this society that we live in. But it's next level, and it's very spiritual. So let's go ahead and pull the cards. Is this contract complete? At least, in this lifetime, have you and this person achieved what you were intended to achieve in this 3D physical reality in this lifetime? Let's find out. So tell me more. couple more, please. Oh my gosh. Okay, bottom of the deck, Six of Pentacles. Oh, I love this. You know what this reminds me of? This really reminds me of the Gemini reading that I did in a way, because I feel like there's not a solid answer to this question here. I I feel like there's such a next level element to this soul contract and this experience. So much of this soul contract is about each of you learning how to fill up your own cup. Back to the very beginning of the reading, let me find it. This Ace of Cups, this Nine of Pentacles, being at the core of what this connection is all about. There is opportunity here for partnership and for collaboration and for that 10 of Cups. But in order to get to that 10 of Cups, you've got to have the fucking 9. You've got to have those 9 cups filled up before you can get to the 10. Just like before you can have the 10 of Pentacles, that, you know, building that family, that legacy, sort of that family unit, you have to have the 9 of Pentacles. You have to be solid and whole and complete on your own. That is the vibe I get here. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So much of this is still just undecided, because so much of this is going to be determined by the choices that are free will choices that you and this person are both you've still yet to make. But I will tell you this, Taurus, there's a shit ton of opportunity here. We've got the Six of Pentacles. Look at that. And oh my God, right underneath of that, you can't make this shit up. We've got the Princess of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. It's so much about each of your own individual self-worth. You know, the Six of Pentacles, this is each of you contributing in a very equal way. This is reciprocity, equal give and take, balance, you know. Yeah, so I know that may be like a super frustrating, may sound like a bullshit answer, but it's what I'm seeing here, Taurus. I don't think anything has been set in stone with this person. One thing is for certain though, Taurus, this connection that you're inquiring about, I guess it doesn't surprise me if you're seeking, you know, guidance through a tarot reading. It feels significant. Well, it is. You know, this soul contract that you have with this person is very significant. And it's in every single way incredibly positive. You and this person agreed before coming into this lifetime to help push one another and to help one another, sharpen one another, and to make one another better. And there's so many different ways it can go, but no matter what, this is a connection that you should have immense gratitude for. So much gratitude and appreciation, because the intention behind it is so pure and just absolutely wonderful. So let me pull a few advice cards for you, Taurus, before we close this reading out. Let's see what we can find out here. So tell me more here for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know? Some advice and guidance for Taurus, please. I love this. Look at this advice. This card says gold. You don't need someone else to fix you, including this person. And I feel like that is the affirmation for them as well. Like, you're both meant to learn in this lifetime, like truly master that. Like, not just know it, but live it, breathe it, feel it. Just, you know, bleed it. Like, just be oozing with self-love and self-worth. Like, truly being whole and complete on your own, a true balance of masculine and feminine energy, an energy of just straight up true unconditional love, nothing toxic or codependent or anything like that. All of those bullshit things being eliminated. You're both meant to achieve that or strive for that in this lifetime. And it really starts with letting go of this bullshit limiting belief that you need anyone else to fix you or to make you better. You and this person that you have this soul contract with, Taurus, you're not meant to make one another better per se. You're meant to push one another to grow and to learn more about yourselves and your own experiences and to help enlighten one another. Okay? So let's get one last advice card for you before we sign off. We'll get an affirmation. Okay, Taurus? So give me an affirmation, please, for Taurus. What does Taurus need to hear? Oh, I love this. We're going to end on this note, Taurus. And again, if you're interested in a personalized version of this reading, Taurus, that is something I offer. All the details are in the box below as to how you can get hooked up with one of those. So let's end this reading on this beautiful note. Wanting more for others puts me into an energy of abundance. So remember that, Taurus. No matter where you're at with this person, how you're feeling about them, I challenge you to rise above ego, thoughts and feelings that they're derived from an egoic place, and get into that higher self, get into that higher mind, and sit with it, and let that energy of like gratitude and appreciation for everything you and this person have been through, let that just marinate, sit with that, and send this person love. Want more for them. No, regardless of what they can give you, fuck that. Who cares what they can give you? Want more for them. Doing that will shift your energy so quick. It will literally propel you into an energy of pure abundance yourself, okay? So that is what I've got for you, Taurus. What a beautiful reading. Please let me know in the comments if it resonated, all that good shit. I love you guys. Until next time, I'm sending you so much love and light. Mwah. Peace.